My name is Daniel Dunlap, and this is my reflection for chapters 6 through 9 of Ethics in a Nutshell. One of the main differences that I saw between the cases of the driver's license and parenting license is that if a driver really is incompetent, then he or she will be flagged immediately, either when performing one of the various tests or through traffic cameras or highway police officer. On the other hand, in many cases, what happens at home within a family stays at home and is never spoken about outside of the house. This is mainly because of the child's fear of making their current unfortunate circumstance even worse and not understanding that seeking help is the best thing that he or she could do. So even though the parent or parents could have passed the parenting test, things could still be going on inside the house that authorities and others have no idea about. Another difference is that once proven incompetent of being a parent, you are barred from having any future childbearing. And sometimes, abusive parents change their ways and become important in their child's life. This is mainly because parenting is a life-changing event, and many come to the realization of how important their role as a parent is in their child's life. Whereas in driving, a lot of times what happens once or twice will probably happen again, since driving isn't really a life-changing event. So habits are less likely to change, like speeding or stopping at a stop sign. Some think speeding will get me faster to where I want to be, so why should I stop? Or this stop sign never has any other cars, so I'm just going to run it. Driving doesn't involve connections and relationships with others like parenting does, so people are less likely to change their habits since it's more self-centered. An argument can be made for parenting to get at least a second chance, instead of being barred forever from becoming or reinstating their role as a parent. The last difference I'll talk about is that driving is a smaller and less important problem than incompetent parenting. There are incompetent drivers everywhere, from those who sometimes forget to use their turn indicators or don't stop for a complete 3 seconds at the stop sign. A lot of these drivers don't cause harm to others, and have their license temporarily or permanently revoked would be an exaggeration, since so many people do that these days, and now it's seen as kind of a norm, I guess. On the other hand, incompetent parenting could potentially scar a child for life, permanently damaging their mental state of mind. So parenting should be held to extreme levels, or extremer levels, than driving, because of the permanent harm it can have on a child. And driving shouldn't, because of the small daily infractions that a lot of people commit. All things considered, with the thought and intent of keeping a peaceful and cohesive society, in my opinion, it is very important that we have both competent drivers and parents, in addition to rules being placed and enforced to hold this peace. When lives are at stake, whether in motor vehicle accidents or a victim of an abusive parent, anything and everything must be done in order to stop this trend, in order to preserve lives. My thoughts on issues such as parenting are that a child deserves to be in an environment where he or she will have the best opportunity to achieve his or her potential, and where they are loved. I believe that this must be consistent with many moral intuitions, where everyone is given a chance to achieve their potential and be in a situation where they are cared about and loved for. With this in mind, if we went about our lives, or if we just lived like this, our society would have fewer problems nowadays. Thank you.